There has to be some sort of surrendering. What is surrendering? You see, when you say there has to be some sort of surrendering, mind puts you in a stranglehold and says, no, I'm not surrendering. But what is surrendering? See, when this leg gets cramp, I have to shake it about. So something has to surrender to the cramp and allow this leg to be free. When your stomach says, my God, I'm hungry, something has to surrender to provide this stomach with food. When your eye gets itchy, you have to surrender to the itching of the eye and take action. This whole misconception of words, this whole dictionary of minuscule ways to put you in specific directions or your mind in specific directions is nonsense. We surrender every single second of our day. We surrender to our breath. Surrender breath. You have no control over your breath. Not one break in time are you not surrendering to your breath. You're expecting this breath, so you're surrendering to it, saying, I'm all yours, you know. You're the one that I'm surrendering to. Without you, if I don't surrender, we're going to have a constant fight, a constant battle. And I know who's going to win. It's not going to be me, it's going to be the breath. Breath is nature. You understand all this? Surrendering does not mean doing anything different. It's not a new concept. It's not a new experience. It's just a level of surrendering, you see. And your expectations is enlightenment. I have to surrender the whole thing at once. My God, I'm going to have to prepare for this. It's going to take me 6 months. I'm going to have to write down a list of everything I'm surrendering. Many gurus say, control the mind. Follow the thoughts. Follow the thoughts. Wait for the space. I myself advocate this space between breath, the space between thoughts, the in-between state, the space where the void is and you drop into this abyss. I myself advocate that. So you're surrendering to the thoughts. You're allowing the thoughts to come and go. And something is waiting, making no movement, no effort, no action, no experience for the thoughts to open up, and you're gone. Surrendering means no movement. Yeah? No movement until something asks you to surrender. See? I'm not surrendering apart from breath and all these bodily functions. I'm not surrendering to anything right now until the leg says, oh, pain. It calls the surrendering, you see. The cramp calls the surrendering. I obey and I shake and the leg gets fine again. And something inside says, thank you. So, good question. What is surrendering? When we say what is surrendering, we've discovered what the idea of surrendering is. But what actually is surrendering? When the leg, when the cramp, it's surrendering. Cramp is surrendering, yeah? It's surrendering, and then you're surrendering because you have to allow the cramp to go. Are you actually allowing the cramp to go, or is it going automatically? Are you any part of this? Do you have to surrender? You see? You never actually take any action when anything happens. Instantly the leg does it on its own. When the cramp comes in, you don't say, I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to allow you. I'm going to live with you in pain. That is ego mind. You see, mind is trying to be the controller. That's not you. Yeah? You don't have to do anything. Leg does it itself. Readjustment on the seat and everything's fine. You're still watching the video. You're still watching the screen. So what is surrendering? Who is surrendering, you see? What is surrendering? When you say who, you think it's a person. When you say what, you think you're trying to describe what surrendering is. What is surrendering? I don't know what it is. Who is surrendering? It must be me. See? Misconception of words again. What is surrendering? What actually thing is surrendering? Two descriptions. Dictionary says lots and lots of methods. What is surrendering? It's not the cramp. It's not the finger in the eye. It's not the hunger. The mind is surrendering to itself. The mind is surrendering to itself. How do you surrender to yourself? How would you surrender to yourself as a body? Lie down. Arms open, like Christ. Whatever's going to come, let it come. Yeah, that's surrendering. Arms open. So what is mind doing? Mind is saying, whatever thoughts want to come, come. Come individually, come in torture, come in suffer. Let them come. Let everything come. Come in hundreds, come in thousands. I don't really mind. I'm open. I'm surrendering to the thoughts. I'm surrendering to what makes me up. The mind is made up of thought. I'm surrendering to myself. I is surrendering to itself. Mind is surrendering to itself. Thoughts are surrendering to themselves. The leg is surrendering to itself. The cramp is surrendering to itself. The hunger is surrendering to itself. The itch is surrendering to itself. We have things that help this surrendering and make it easy. These are the things that we want to lose. When the cramp comes in the leg and the leg refuses to move because it's locked, then we must witness the cramp. We don't take any action, we witness it until it fades. Nothing done, you see. When the eye gets itchy, we don't want to stop surrendering, you see. We try and... Here is surrendering, you see. Itch. We try and slow it down, you see. Make things easy. But it's human nature. We are surrendering every moment. We have surrendered to the earth. We can't control the earth. We haven't got a remote control to say, I'm in control of the earth. I'm in control of the universe. I'm going to be here forever and ever, this body, because I have the ability to destroy or to fight or to change. There's no, you see. That is why it's wrong for wars, you see. Wars are completely wrong. The only ones that win wars are those who surrender. Eventually, the ones who create the war, who actually begin the war, have to surrender that we serve no purpose. But they don't learn from the surrendering, you see. You don't learn that the cramp in the knee can be fixed by maybe getting a new seat, a different seat. No, I'm going to fight the cramp. See, I'm going to fight the war. We got beat the last time. We agree it was stupid, but this time we're going to get it, you see. Why not go and shake hands, you see? Why not go and ease the pain before the war comes? But I'm diverting now, you see. You don't have to surrender your whole world. You know, you can surrender it bit by bit. But you can surrender your whole world the minute you say, you know what? Mind. Mind is surrendering. Mind is surrendering to itself. Whatever comes, comes. If I die, I die. If these thoughts kill me, I die. If these thoughts leave me alone, there may be some sort of freedom. If these thoughts don't come, then maybe I'm already free. Maybe I'm imagining every thought. Maybe I'm imagining that I was this mind. Maybe all of this is imagining. Maybe you're imagining even watching this. Maybe I'm imagining I am human. I surrender to everything that gave this body and mind life. And I have no say in what the one who can take nature, this nature, when it takes this body and mind away, I will also surrender and praise and say thank you. Every moment we're surrendering. We'll keep surrendering and surrendering and surrendering. There is only acceptance, trust that this surrendering will lead to something where we no longer have to surrender. Everything is one with itself. Namaste.